Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna restart that level, and I'm gonna start the VOD from here. Sorry about that. Okay, so we had some technical difficulties. So yeah, we're just gonna we're just gonna go ahead and undo that real quick. Hey guys, how's it going? Well, I haven't been playing for 10 minutes, more like 3 minutes, so it wasn't a lot lost, fortunately. But yes, hello. How is it going, Powerwolf and Infernal? So look at this. Look at what we have right here. You remember I was warning you guys about the atrocious loading times at the start of the stream in the first session? I said, you know, this game is notorious for its loading screens. And then it loaded relatively quickly, and I was surprised. Since then, I have activated VSync in my NVIDIA control panel, and look at what happened now. I just decided I didn't want to bother with the set max FPS command every time I started up the game. So I enabled VSync, and look at this. It's loading really fucking slowly all of a sudden. Turning that off again, if it crashes again. Yeah. Apparently VSync causes the loading times, somehow. I don't know how that works.
It's like something from a Disney fairy tale. Yuck.
Yeah, Infernal, you arrived just in time for the Dark Souls level. We're in Darkroot Garden Air today, as you can clearly see. Isn't that incredible? Who knew that Mindware Studios actually collaborated with FromSoft themselves for Painkiller Overdose?
Thank you.
Oh hey oh hi oh no.
Hi. Hello, Muff. How are you today? How art thou today? Hopefully good. Excuse me, why are you not dying? Why are you not dying, you little shit?
Kiss my half-angel ass.
The grass is so bloody dark, it's hard to see anything. But I'm pretty sure that swamp is death. Oh, that has some crusty-looking water as well, I think. We'll get a better look from the ridge. What's the card requirement? Oh, don't collect a single soul. We've already failed it, and we would need a different card loadout. But you know what? I don't think we need them. I think tarot cards are more for people who want to, you know, replay on higher difficulties and stuff like that, to give them a bit of an edge. We're not replaying this at all. This is a one and done, ladies and gentlemen. Unless this game gets a remaster, which I think is highly unlikely. Look at that, it's the witches. The witches from the graveyard level. The first game.
Unrest forever.
These bloody buggy boys are being a bit of a pain in the arsoneft. Old arsoneft. Oh, that is some crusty water. Ugh. I don't want to get too close to it because you just... It's the kind of game where you die if you dip your big toe into the water. So I don't want to deal with that. Yes, indeed. Very crusty.
Kiss my shiny half.
Oh, yeah, I remember liking this level, just like visually speaking. I think that, you know, you could probably argue that dark fantasy is overdone, but I like it. You can't go wrong with a bit of dark fantasy. I still don't understand how this alt-fire works. Sometimes, like, I have ammo for it. I have ammo for the alt-fire, and sometimes it just, like, it stays out until you kill multiple enemies, and sometimes it comes back immediately. And I don't know why. I don't know why it keeps coming back. I wish it would just stay out until the ammo was drained. That would be nice. Anyway, I don't know why we're staying back here.
Bye-bye.
Probably get a move on. Go explore the level. Where's the pot of gold, me old chum? I think there's an enemy left somewhere. There he is. There are pots of gold everywhere. Wonderful. We can get some money. Blast. Maybe this is gonna be the money grinding level. Oh! Spartan mushrooms almost killed me. Remember to match that quick save as well, just in case. Not too shabby, thanks for asking. You started Dead Link. Oh, nice. Let's see why the praise. Wait. You can see why the praise to the combat. Yes, very good. Yeah. I unfortunately, big surprise, haven't gotten back to it yet. I've only played like a couple hours, I think. But I really enjoyed it. And of course, the reason I haven't gotten back to it yet is because too many games TM. That's always the case, isn't it? But I really do want to like sink my teeth into Dead Link someday. I just, you know, I think that last year I played a lot of roguelites. You know, we had, what was it, Battle Shapers and a bunch of other ones. I can't even remember the names of them, but I played a bunch of roguelites last year. And I may have gotten a bit burned out on them. Probably also because I was playing a lot of roguelites at the same time. So I think once I've had a little bit of a break from those, I want to get back into it. I should probably just like focus on one at a time. But yeah, definitely want to play more of that. Hope the roguelite elements hold up the longer you play that. Yeah, I don't know how the variety becomes like in late game. But it's certainly fun just for the combat, if nothing else. Started playthrough Baldur's Gate. Funny that a simple assassin less than an hour in ended up being the most difficult fight so far. Oh dear. Yeah, that's kind of a thing with old RPGs, isn't it? That even common enemies can be quite a challenge. I wonder if Baldur's Gate is one of those games that requires you to have very specific builds for certain things. I haven't seen much of the first two Baldur's Gate games. I don't even think I watched playthroughs of them, so I know very little about those. Just refueling some coffee here. Yeah, you know, you don't really notice much of it because I don't think they did any writing on that game. But Battle Shapers was really light on story anyway. You know, it's mostly just a very straightforward FPS game. So if there were those elements in it, like I didn't notice much of it as I was playing, thankfully. There's very little dialogue overall, so I don't think that it's the kind of game where that would get in the way of the enjoyment of it, because you know you're mostly there just to shoot things and play the roguelite game. And like the designs weren't horrible, like the character designs weren't horrible or anything like that. The Battle Shaper girl is quite cute, so. I don't even know like what they did for that one, honestly, because I would say that it's not immediately apparent. But yeah, I think Battle Shapers is still in early access as well, and it had some issues to begin with. Like, my god, the boss fights were so rough at the start. And it was like, it was one of those things where the entire community just had like outcry. Please nerf the bosses, they're fucking impossible. But, you know, they seem like the kind of developers actually listening to feedback. And they you know, got straight on a bunch of patches and stuff like that. So I played it for a bit, but I decided to wait until it's closer to full release. Play some more. Since it was a very solid foundation, but it seemed like it needed some more refinements down the line. To reach its full potential. Battle shavers with direct support from Manscaped. Now there's an idea. They could do like a DLC where you can play as a male character who's shaved downstairs, and then they could turn that into like a sponsor thing. I mean, haven't you always wanted to play a protagonist with a shaved cock? nice clean cock and balls. I'm sorry, that was horrible. But it's not horrible if you like the feeling of cleanness and freshness downstairs. I wonder if Manscaped is actually legit. I mean, obviously, you know, everyone needs shaving stuff, but are their products actually good, or is it overpriced bullshit? I don't know if it's one of those, like, super expensive ones. Because, you know, that's the case with a lot of the premium shaving stuff, isn't it? Is that it doesn't really make much of a difference once you're actually shaving. It's just like, oh, you can pay $80 for this razor, and it does the exact same thing that the $20 razor does.
Kiss my half-angel ass.
I tend not to... I don't usually go for the cheapest, like, disposable razors myself. I just go with whatever's, like... whatever's in the mid-range of shaving products. Because I don't really believe that the expensive stuff makes that much of a difference. The hair is always going to come back anyway. So might as well spend a little bit less money on that. We have egg. We should utilize egg for the greater good. Alright. You can have egg, you can have egg, you can have egg. Slow down. There we go. Eggs forever. That guy was almost too fast for the egg, but not quite. Are the witches in this one, like, causing tornadoes to appear? Ow. Ow. Walked in the fucking tree there. Oh. Running out of ammo again.
Juicy.
Okay, the big tree is dead. And it was replaced by an even bigger tree. Probably was the same size, actually. Right. Are we still having a bit of an ammunition shortage here? We might be... Oh! Helping hands! They're not that helpful, actually. You know who I miss? Mr. Crispy. We haven't seen him in a while. We haven't seen Mr. Crispy in a hot minute. I'd like to have a word with him. Well, we don't have that much of an ammo shortage. Certain weapons, I suppose. I never did get around to learning quick swapping in this game, and honestly, I guess it's just because I couldn't be arsed. I just couldn't be arsed. Sorry, guys. Oh, oops. Setting up quick swaps is only worth it in games that I actually, like, want to get good at. But in this one, it's like, whatever. We're playing on normal. It's fine. And here's the princess in the castle.
Tastes like chicken.
I guess since we're the hero of the story, we're supposed to save the princess and take her home for a nice mating session, but she's attacking us. Isn't that rude? Isn't that incredibly rude? Not a bad looking level. It's not a bad looking level at all. I think we're gonna get some knights as well. Because right now we were down in the magical forest, which is actually quite small. Okay, I'm gonna save in case there's some boulder shenanigans happening here. Poor physics. Also, guys, I've set up Painkiller Resurrection. Oh, and all the memories started coming back to me about how bad it is. Oof. That is going to be a very, very big oof when we get around to that. I also remember a bug. In Painkiller Resurrection that might hinder us from progressing. I don't remember if it was the reason why I quit the first time or if it was just because it was bad. But I think it's on the 4th level. You start, like, when you start the level, you start falling through the world. There is no floor where you spawn in, and you just fall through the world endlessly, and you're caught in a death loop. And I don't remember if I found a fix for that, or if there even is a fix for it. So we might not be able to complete it at all. It might be uncompletable. But, you know, that was on the old PC, so I guess we'll see if that happens on this one as well. But at least I'm prepared for it now. So then, how's this princess looking? Do we wanna mate with her?
Rest forever.
She looks a bit crusty. And she's vomiting? Some people might be into that. Do we have any vomit enthusiasts in chat today? Would you like a cute fairy waifu who vomits on you?
Kiss my half angel.
Ow. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be the bad kind of vomit. Maybe she's just regurgitating her food into you, like you're a baby bird. You know? I'm sure that there are some men out there who would want to be in that kind of relationship, where they are the baby bird. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I need to stop this. This is getting, like, too cursed even for me. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? I already asked that, didn't I? I can't get that to save me now. Ah, look at this. Nice little gauntlet. Would really like it. Oh, of course, they spawn behind me as well. Fucking... can't believe this. I actually can't believe it. The fucking gate blocked my demonic attacks. I could have gone in here and started the next fight already with that demon mode, but nope. I remembered that happening. I remembered those barrels coming towards you. Okay. I don't think we can destroy that one. So we already had a ghost appear in an earlier level. I think I forgot to mention it at the time. But this is the ghost from the asylum in Painkiller 1. I think they were also in the Opera House basement, actually. And what they do is they follow you and they do damage on contact. And that was from the original game. And the last time we encountered a ghost in this game, we could kill it. Which was kind of surprising, but I guess now we can't. We're back to not being able to kill it. You know what? Yeah, that's right. Get limbed. As in, I get your limbs, because you no longer have them. Oh. It's sealed off. almost sounds a bit like Ashley.
Two deer walk out of a gay bar. One says to the other, I can't believe I blew $40 in there.
Nice. That one was actually kind of legit funny. It's not your usual terrible puns. Thank you for the bits, man. Wow, he had a busy night, it sounds like. Ah! Mr. Witch.
Tastes like
There she
chicken.
is. I think there's another witch. I think there's another witch. Where is she? She was right behind me.
Tastes like chicken.
I can't unhear it now. Ashley's haunting me. I mean, Belial is pretty much just Leon in demon form, isn't he? They're both devilishly handsome. We're up at the castle. It's more of a tower than a castle, really. Oh, no, there's a castle. Yeah, I guess it's a castle. Because what is a castle other than multiple towers put together? Swapping is overrated. Give me a weapon wheel. Yeah, weapon wheels are good too. Certainly better than just using the mouse wheel. In any case, I think if I was gonna rank input methods, I'd put quick swapping at the top, followed by weapon wheel, followed by number keys, and then mouse wheel at the very bottom. But the problem with number keys is that they go all the way to 0, and that's really far away. So if you have a game with many weapons, not always reliable. Reminds you of an issue you ran into with Return to Castle Wolfenstein, saved at a bad spot, one of the missions, and kept loading. Oh! I still need to play that, so sounds like I should be careful about my saves then. Okay. You know which mission it is. Yeah, it's one of those... I think most people like it. They say it's a good game. So I do want to experience it at some point. It's been half an hour and you haven't seen a sign of shilling for blame. Shame on you, Reptiloid. I haven't actually read any more yet. I'm probably gonna play? Yeah, I'm gonna play the exclusive Blame game. You know that game we were talking about yesterday in Drakaya's chat? I made a prototype already. Yeah, I just learned Godot in less than 24 hours, and I decided to toss it together. So yeah, we're gonna get release of that in 3 days. So I'm the fastest game developer in the world, pretty much. But no, I haven't read past chapter 8 yet, but I'm probably gonna read some more tonight. Was what I was trying to say.
Unrest forever. Tastes like chicken.
I wonder if we're gonna get the big guy again. Oh, careful. Don't pick up another soul. I wonder if we're gonna get the big guy. What? Oh, I even gave him a name last session, but I forgot what it was. Does anyone in chat remember what we named the big guy? The... That guy. John? Frederick? What the fuck did we call him? Dan? I don't know. It slipped my mind. That's how memorable he is. I just plain forgot. Alright. Let's just get a demon mode going right away, I think. Sounds like a plan.
Tastes like chicken.
There's the big guy over there. But he's dead.
Tastes like chicken.
It's the butchers from the asylum. That's a different model. And the music disappeared. Yeah, you need to hit these guys in the stomach. One of the few enemies with a weak point in this game. Goodbye, music. Goodbye, music. We'll miss you. Oh, it's back. That demon mode was so intense that the orchestra who was just following me just decided that no, this is too much. We don't get paid enough for this shit. So they just left. You know, it's kind of fun to think about. Every FPS protagonist is just being stalked by an entire orchestra. Or in some cases, Andrew Holschultz with a keyboard. And they're just like, they're hiding just out of sight. Like, I bet the orchestra is like up there, behind this wall. But they're like ninjas. They can grab all their equipment, all their instruments, and they can just like follow you across the rooftops like they're in Assassin's Creed or something. It's amazing, really. That's my lore behind why there's video game music.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. We're meant to go up here. I have my doubts about that. So it's a secret. We got a very, very big money. And we go even further up. There's some even more big money. We might be able to. Doesn't look like there's more big money up here. Very sad. Sad day for big money. Do you want me to go outside again? Probably. Probby. Probby Dobby. Game Dev Prodigy. Gonna read a bunch tonight as well. It's nice, nice. Under halfway into the Color of Magic. Is that another... Is that a manga or is it a book? I don't think I've heard of that one. Why are there X's on the windows? Wait a minute. So, if any of you recall the original Medieval Village level in Painkiller, I'm pretty sure those had X's on the windows, and that's like an old thing, a medieval thing that they did to signify that the inhabitants of the house are deceased or something. It might have been a Black Plague thing, honestly. But why do these windows have it? This is supposed to be a castle in a fantasy forest. I think they just reused the assets, guys. I think this might be parts of the castle from the medieval village in Painkiller 1. I do believe so. Maybe even, like, scaled up. Yeah, because there were some, like, ruins out in the distance. That level, wasn't there? I do believe so. Laziness. Laziness, Painkiller, Overdose tabs. Can't believe this. Also, I can't believe we can't use these ballista against enemies. They could be like a one-time massive damage arrow. That would have been neat. There's a witch again. There's multiple.
It's my shiny half-demon butt.
Where's the witch? Oh, it's so annoying. Stop. Stop making my screen dark. Where are you? There you go. Oh, she was on the roof. That old hag. Bloody old hag. Mr. Crispy! Hi! I've missed you. It's so nice to see you again, Mr. Crispy. You know, everyone in this fucking game is just trying to kill me, but you've been a true friend, Mr. Crispy.
That's the problem with full demons. No staying power.
Yeah, that's the problem with full demons. No staying power. Because they taste like chicken. Speaking of taste, I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
Dun, dun. Another one bites the dust.
This is what thousands of years of imprisonment does to a man.
Yummy.
You just
I
go
love
insane.
The taste of evil souls in the morning.
Point in case, you become insane and you start spouting the same shit over and over again. You turn into a bad one-liner machine. These are the effects of torture that not a lot of people mention. Where do you want me to go now? I think this might... Is this the way to go? That wasn't even a secret. This doesn't actually lead anywhere, does it? This might lead somewhere. No, it doesn't. Doesn't, because we get blocked. We get very blocked. Right. Oh, I can't believe you locked the gate behind me. I can never get that money now. Yep. Just solid. Rock solid. I can't even give Mr. Crispy a tug job for some extra gold. Oh god. I just realized. You know, you hit him a couple times with the painkiller. You juggle him a little bit, and then he gives you money. Who knew Painkiller Overdose had prostitution in it? Belial is a man of many talents, for sure. Color of Magic. Oh, Discworld, right. Yeah, I have heard about Discworld. I haven't been living that much under a rock. But yeah, hopefully that's been good.
Juicy. Tastes like chicken.
Belial, I wish you would start mixing some of these up. That would be a good use of AI. When you have someone with a very limited vocabulary, like Belial here, and you can have an AI just like randomly generate new one-liners. So then he'll say like, tastes like chicken in the morning, for example. You know, just like sentence splicing, like a YouTube poop. The problem with full demons, unrest forever. I'm going up here, even though I have no reason to. Why can I not jump? I'm not allowed to jump here. Have I reached my height limit? I think I reached the map's height limit because I wasn't allowed to jump. Oh, we're going down into the basement now, the torture dungeon. Uh-oh. There's a big pot of gold. Maybe we can find someone down here who wants a tuggy. Oh, the ghost is back. It doesn't... Wait, it doesn't do damage now? It doesn't even do damage. Oh, no, there it goes. Anyone down here want a quick tuggy? Only 5 gold. Belial's hands might look rough, but I can promise you they're silky smooth. Those nails can tickle you in all the right places. If you're into urethral insertion, you're gonna be in for a good time. Ah, what is harassing my neck? It's a bug. I think a little flying thing might have landed on my neck for a second there. Mr. Crispy! Oh, look at that pose. What are you doing? Oh, his leg is stuck in the ground. Poor Mr. Crispy. This makes it very easy to harass him for gold, though. Oh. Oh. There we go. We managed to pleasure Mr. Crispy, so his leg escaped. There you go. You have a good time with that? Wonderful. So, we have some actual torture instruments here. I'm pretty sure that these were... You know, at the end of the town level in the original game, you went down into a torture basement at the end of the level as well. I'm pretty sure this is just reused assets from that. Oh yeah. God, medieval people were fucking insane, man. I've been reading more up on medieval torture methods, and it still strikes me like how we as a species are capable of this amount of cruelty towards one another. It's almost like it's hard to comprehend. We're kind of fucked up. Just like in general. Is that it? Any more enemies? We're not done yet.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. This is the most cursed stream on Twitch. Thank you, Infernal. That's a very nice compliment. I'm glad I was able to achieve this. So that's a notch in my belt, as they say. Do they say that? I think some people say that. Oh, I don't remember this. I thought it was the end of the level. We still got a couple fights to go, it seems. I wonder where they got these graveyard assets from. Couldn't be the famous graveyard level, could it? Anyway, where are we going now? Back here. We're back in the forests.
Giant mushrooms. Great. Now I'm in some version of Alice in Demonland.
Giant mushrooms? Great. Now I'm in some version of Alice in Demonland.
I love the taste of
Now that was a line that someone wrote and put on paper, and then they presented that paper to a voice actor, and he said, yeah, I'll read that. This marvels of Painkiller Overdose. Alice in Demonland. All the enemies got stuck back here. Yeah, look, we have little mushroom houses now. This is where the tiny mushroom people live. It's just too bad we never get to meet the inhabitants of Alice in Demonland.
Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
Oh no. Fight it. Oh, it's tiny Mr. Crispy! It's Mr. Crispy but tiny edition. I guess these are supposed to be the pygmies that live here in these mushroom houses, but they took Mr. Crispy and they shrunk him down. Oh, maybe it's Mr. Crispy's babies! Aww. Now we just need to meet Mrs. Crispy.
Tastes like chicken.
We need one of the original Painkiller Overdose devs to just go back and create a Mr. Crispy model with boobs. And then that's it. That's the whole patch.
Tastes like chicken.
Don't fix any of the crashing or anything like that. Just add female Mr. Crispy. And then call it a day. I'll be satisfied with that.
Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
God. Yeah, the level exit almost spawned on top of me there. Not that there's any reason to go around collecting ammo, because I honestly don't think that it carries over at all. The gold, however, does carry over, so we will get that. Yeah, that was a good level. That was a fun level. Magical fairy tale forests and oh, Rukaya, hi, welcome. You missed the Dark Souls level. We went through a magical forest, and we fought the Ents from Lord of the Rings, and then we went up to the Dark Souls castle, where we fought witches, and there was Ashley from Resident Evil, who kept, she was dressed up like a fairy, and she kept going, Leon, help! And then there were Mr. Crispy, we gave him a tug job, and then we did some urethral insertion, and now we're here in the Pygmy Village, so that's what you missed. But yeah, hi, how are you today? I hear you're probably really bummed out about missing that urethral insertion, because I know how much you love that. But anyway. Village of the Damned. Was this a Western-themed level? I don't remember this one either, but I think it might have been. Villaggio of the Damned. But yeah, how are you? How did the Wrath go? How far in are you now? Have you started Chapter 2 yet? Well, I guess you must have, since you fought a boss. I might play more Wrath tonight. Maybe tomorrow, actually, because I kind of wanted to, watch some anime after gaming tonight. Gotta catch up on Frieren, and then maybe start the Neptunia anime. Finished the level of Hub 2. Was pretty good. Some people's complaints are becoming known. Yeah, like, I think it was... Which was it? It was one of the reviews I watched. I think it was Kirk Collects. Like, the way he worded it, it made it sound like he thought the encounter balancing and stuff like that in Chapter 1 was bad. Like, the enemy placement and stuff like that. The enemy placement and stuff like that, like, he made it sound like it was bad in Chapter 1, but then it got better in Chapter 2 and 3. Like it was more properly balanced. But was that not the case? Or was it just like level design going downhill in later chapters? Is the Executioner like the big guy with the axis or whatever who comes like charging towards you? Or is it someone else? Because I fought a couple Executioners so far, and they didn't seem bad. Unless it's a different enemy that I haven't met yet. Because I'm only 2 levels in as well. So I don't know if we're talking about the same one. Hard to tell, level design's still good so far, but the enemy encounters kind of feel like random enemies scattered around. Not much thought to memorable encounters. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. I mean, with how troubled development was, I guess we should be happy that it's, like, playable at all at the end of the day. You know, I wasn't, with all the issues, I wasn't expecting a masterpiece. And I also wasn't, like, super impressed with the initial early access. Like, it's good. It's just a good, solid game, but I don't know. Something about the snowy levels. I think I felt like the individual levels went on for a bit too long and they started getting like a bit samey looking. But I guess we'll see. Also, hi Ketchup. How are you today? Squidge the crispy bits. Quake 3's bots had pretty cool chat AI. They did. They did. I used to talk to them when I was like 13 or so. I would just randomly talk to the chat bots. And probably like just say stupid shit. Even though they had the same responses all the time. Back then in like 2000, it was like amazing. Made you feel like you were playing with real people. You hesitate to put it with the best boom shoe, it's still very cool. Yeah. It's just a solid, decent shooter, really. Not among the best. Not a masterpiece. It's not a Bravo 3D Realms another masterpiece, but it's just pretty good. Is the Mighty Number 9 situation better than nothing? Wait, was Mighty Number 9 better than nothing? I think I remember hearing a lot of people saying it was just downright bad. But I don't know. You finished your Sorcerer run of Dark Souls 3. Congratulations. Was it fun? By the way, I did, I was also doing like a sorcery run of Dark Souls 2 that I started streaming. And I actually reinstalled Dark Souls 2 the other day. And it turns out I don't have my saves anymore for that. I forgot to back them up, and of course Dark Souls 2 doesn't have cloud saves, so that run is just gone. I was thinking of restarting, but I don't want to fucking fight the Pursuer again. So no, that playthrough is dead in the water. But maybe I could do a sorcery run of Dark Souls 3 instead. Wi-Fi held per Steam to count the ending achievement. Oh. I mean, isn't the way that works is that achievements will unlock regardless? Like, if you're offline when you earn an achievement, I think the achievement will still pop, like, the moment you come back online. So it just, like, it saves your progress for you, kind of. But I don't think you miss out on the achievement. I don't know, though. I'm not entirely sure on that.
Village. Full of honest villagers, I'm sure.
A village full of honest villagers. So here we have the X's on the doors again. Okay, so it is just another medieval village. I guess this is gonna be like the town level, but worse. And as is appropriate for a medieval village level, we have bongos. We have a bongo drummer just going crazy out in the jungle. Hammering those bongos like there's no tomorrow. God, I wish I had the stake gun from the first game. The good news is, when we play Painkiller Resurrection, is that we're gonna get that stake gun. The bad news is that we're gonna be playing Painkiller Resurrection, so we're gonna be suffering. But at least we'll have the stake gun. I think it's better to suffer with the stake gun than to suffer without the stake gun. Overall. Just trying to measure those two against one another. I'm also very low on ammunitions. wonder how far this stream travels. It might actually be shorter range than I thought. We're also going to be seeing a lot of that in Painkiller Resurrection. You can see that guy just like standing there facing the wall and not attacking me. We're going to be seeing a lot of that in Resurrection. We're going to be seeing enemies standing still or running towards geometry that they can't get out of. Because the AI in Resurrection is really good. Top of the line AI. Oh man, it's going to be so painful. It's going to be so painful. I don't know what I'm trying to do with this. Anywho. Where does the journey go now? Out here. It did for you, oh dear. Well, that's bloody naff then, isn't it? Steam should fix that. I am doing pretty good myself at the moment.
That's for free! That's for free!
And here we have the choir boy enemies from the orphanage.
Tastes like chicken!
I guess it makes kind of sense to have choir boys in a medieval village, maybe. What happened there? There was a red beam from the skies, and then some of the choir boys got raptured.
I love the taste of evil souls.
He just can't help himself. Belial just can't fucking help himself. Probably pick up some ammo. Seems like a good idea overall. Do we actually need to kill these witches?
That's
yeah,
for
we do.
free. That's for free.
I remember the original Painkiller had some of those witches in the town level. And they were quite annoying because there was a section in which you had to walk down a street and they would just kamikaze bomb you while you were running down fighting enemies. And I feel like the damage output on that section was rather big. So you just die over and over. The carpet bombing. Right then. Is this a church? I guess so.
Looks like the mayor isn't home.
Oh, it's the town hall apparently.
But his lackeys are.
The mayor isn't home, so the mayor's lackeys are a bunch of choir boys. Oh yeah, those are priests. But I feel like I don't want to pick up the demon mode now, but whatever.
I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
We know, Belial. We know. Please. I'm well aware of your preferences for evil souls in the morning, and also your fondness of the flavor of chicken. I'm well aware of all these things.
Here's my shiny half-demon.
These guys are just the Grim Reaper enemies with the glowing staffs, reskinned. I just realized. As in the priests. Alright, so we've got a bunch of rooms here. Piggies. Bunch of rooms and a bunch of money, and I keep forgetting to use my cards. Don't I? I keep bloody forgetting to use my cards. It just doesn't play that big of a part in this game.
Tastes like chicken.
This music is so unfitting. Oh, I can't get over it. This sounds like, you know, a track that would be good in Serious Sam. Oh, hello. Just, slapping those bongos while you're fighting through the jungle. In Serious Sam, the second encounter. Oh. And I am looking forward to going through the Serious Sam series. And just finally learning to get good at it. Don't know when that's gonna be, but that's definitely gonna be in my own time. Okay, so what's happening here? One of the priests is getting like a buff. Where he gets a shield. I don't know. Is that just him protecting himself from damage for a random amount of time, or does he actually do anything else? Like maybe buff nearby enemies or something. I don't know. Not gonna do too much guessing about the mechanics in this game, because who the hell knows, really? It's Painkiller Overdose. We saw this exact room in the last level, even. This exact basement entrance. And it's probably the exact same basement room as well. But instead of torture instruments, we now have some gravestones.
That's the problem with full demons.
No staying
power. Did I just see that right? Did that priest just bring that demon back from the dead? Rather the unspirit. Now whatever.
What?
Kiss my shiny
What did he even say there? Did I just agree to bring that demon back from the dead? Oh, look who it is. It's the Skeleton Knights from the first level of the first game again.
I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
Oh. So I guess when the priests get that red aura around them, it's actually like they're being revived. Kind of like the you know, the champion guys in Bolt Gun that can come back from the dead once, and they come back stronger, and they're really fucking annoying. What were they called again? Something champions. Ascended champions? I don't know. I don't remember. We don't remember. They were called something anyway. Hello. They already had Nolan North on the payroll. Couldn't they have done more with them?
Tastes like chicken.
Instead of writing a grand total of 5 one-liners and have them repeated throughout the game, you could have written like 20? Just for a little bit more variety? You know? Or was Nolan North being paid by the word? Maybe that was the problem. It's the whole bloody congregation. And also another demon mode wasted because the enemies are spawning in one at a time again. You just can't get any good use out of it. There's still someone left alive as well. Ooh. Oh, we finally got some ammo for the sludge gun. Right. Who's trying to murder me but doing a very poor job at it? It's this guy. Floppy head. Look at him go. Oh. Did you try out the Parkside demo yet, Infernal? Speaking of floppy heads. You know, people think it's just like a haha funny meme thing, but ragdoll physics unironically improve a game. They make it better. Just like objectively better. If your game has ragdoll physics. Rikaya, why doesn't Dragon Dreams have ragdoll physics? Come on. Give the people what they want. I want to see floppy heads and floppy limbs. And floppy floppies. The floppier the better. Unless it's erect, then it can be bouncy instead.
Alright guys, bear with me, but if you fuck a bear in the woods and no one is around, does it make a noise?
Oh. What? But you're there. But you're there. Someone is around. The bear makes a noise and you're fucking the bear so you can hear it. Unless you're a ghost. Maybe then it's different. I don't know. That's a really philosophical one. Thank you, Mug. Thank you, Mug, for this very deep question. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Go away, Ghost Man. I don't want your hugs. Yep, we're gonna be seeing a lot of that in Resurrection. This exact thing. Oh. It's like we're getting a little preview.
Bites the dust.
Yeah, gosh, Infernal, do it. Do all of the things that we ask you to do, Infernal. Watch the Nier anime right now. And then watch Arcane. And then play all the video games that I like specifically. Do it right now. Play all of them at once. Install 20 games and run them all at the same time. I think that's a perfectly reasonable request, isn't it? On that note, you're off to catch some Zeds. Pleasure stopping by. Pleasure having you here. Have a great night, Muff. And see you around the hood, as they say. I can't believe I actually caught one of those messages in time. And I didn't just ignore it for 30 minutes. And then say bye long after someone's left. I feel like I'm kind of catching up with chat today. Isn't that incredible? It's a brand new me. But no, I have been trying to make a little bit more of an effort with the chat reading. Just like marginally. By the way, Ketchup, did you enjoy the Ill Will demo? I would definitely recommend picking up the full game.
I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
Because it's very, very nice. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Painkiller 1 had the tertiary fire, where if you held this out, you could launch it. This game does also have that. I plain forgot about that. Plain forgot up until this very second.
Another one bites the dust. Tastes like chicken.
I like the hand flaily thing he does when you shoot him. It's like he's doing a really cool dance move. Yeah, this level in particular is kind of just like unmemorable. It's a bit generic. Especially now that we're out of the town section of it. Actually, this is also kind of a good preview for Painkiller Resurrection because it's a lot of just open, empty, bland areas with not a whole lot going on in it. Which we're also going to be seeing a lot of. The level design in Painkiller Resurrection, it's not just bad for a Painkiller game, it might genuinely be some of the worst level design I've ever seen in the game. So look forward to that. There's just nothing good about it.
Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the
I'm still mad about this rocket launcher having such a narrow spread to the point where you have to you have to be so precise with it to get it to hit a group of enemies. Otherwise you just go straight through them. It should have a wider spread, so you just get a barrage of rockets scattering out. They also don't do a lot of damage for rockets, honestly. It's not a very good rocket launcher. I feel like the exploding balls are a lot better. If we can just round some enemies up.
like chicken.
Round some enemies up, throw balls at them, boom. Your problem's gone. Your problem is solved, for the most part. Why is this guy deflecting balls? Excuse me? The balls are a little bit weird as well.
Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
This guy's immortal. Oh, fucking cock. Oh my god. Oh, it happened again. Alright. From what I've read up on, it's like, because of the graphics, like the last time this happened, it also happened like towards one of the final fights in a level. And I think it's got something to do with the RAM usage of the engine. Like if it starts using too much RAM, it'll just crash, which is why lowering the graphics fixes it. But I'm just quickly going to go into the NVIDIA control panel here and turn off VSync again, because for those of you who didn't catch that when I said it the last time, basically, the VSync is causing the long loading times. So we're just going to turn that off again and use the FPS limiter instead. You know, the Pain engine is just about as stable as the Creation engine. You might be onto something there. You might be onto something there, Ketchup. You'd like to sink into a V, as in V from Cyberpunk. I mean, my V is pretty hot, at least. Oh. Right, time for crust again, guys. Time for crust. Do we want to turn all this shit off as well? Weapon model probably shouldn't count. I mean, this might be enough to get us through it. We'll see. This one. Look at that. Now the loading's fast again. Well, I mean, relatively. Compared to with VSync on, at least. Yeah, a lot faster. Oh. Okay. What? That was wrong. Sorry. Accidentally closed it there as well. Jesus. There we go. Okay. Why is it making the egg invisible? I guess because I don't have any. Anywho.
Juicy. Tastes like chicken. Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
We're at 63 souls now. I think we're just gonna like run over here and do another quick save. Just in case we need to lower the graphics even more to pass this. Just before we hit demon mode. Stop being immortal.
Tastes like chicken.
Looks like we got through it. Oh, hello? Well, it's the final fight of the level as well. female one. You can even make her have pretty nails. Quite amazing, really. Oh, studios. Yeah, this is the Hollywood level. I think this one's kind of fun. Alright. Play. I don't know which one of these causes the most RAM usage. I just honestly don't know. Maybe the weather effects? Maybe we can do without those. Decal stay, we can have that to 1. Dynamic lights, maybe down to normal from ultra. Just if we can find some settings that just allows us to play without the game looking like shit and also not crash, that would be kind of ideal. Well, whatever. But no. Wish to return to the map, thank you. Level 3 Studios. Ketchup. Bloom is always needed. You want your retina seared out of your head? Gotta love some Bloom. Especially that good old Bolivian Bloom. Ah, it's so lovely. I unironically like Bloom. I know some people shit on it, but I think it's comfy.
Oh, goody. I love the movies. Good thing I can travel through time, or I might have missed Girls in Prison 4.
Yeah. Yeah, Belial, that's my only response to that. It's just, yeah. Sure, Belial, whatever you say. Whatever you say, buddy. The Amazing Colossus Man. Brain Die. Oh, Brain That Wouldn't Die. I thought the movie was just called Brain Die. That would be a good title for a movie, wouldn't it? Creature walks among us. Fire maidens from outer space. Oh. Nurses. Sexy nurses. With giant jiggly boobs. Maybe this is actually a porn studio. And there we have some gangster men. Now, what kind of movie would have both nurses and gangsters in it? That remains to be seen. Now then. Maybe we can... Oh, here's one of the sets. Maybe we can star in the movie. Oh yeah, so this one, I genuinely kind of like this enemy type. Like, it's stupid. It's really stupid. But fits the theme of the level. It's a cardboard cutout. And it's got, like, fleshy bits in the back. It's got a heart. It's a living cardboard cutout. That's kind of fun. I gotta give them some credit for these guys. I also don't think you can kill them from the front. Yeah, I think they just take infinite damage from the front. So you gotta get the back. Yeah, these devs, they had some good ideas going. They had some creativity and some, like, weirdness that I think is needed for a crazy Painkiller sequel like this. Which is part of the reason why I like this game. generally find it to be better than people give it credit for. Despite the technical issues. The technical issues are probably the worst part of it. We need a Painkiller series remaster. Just like a next-gen update for all of these games that brings the Pain engine up to modern standards. And here we have the... what are these guys called? Are they called riggers? The electricians with the lights.
Is my shiny happy what?
You gotta have good lighting in a movie. And what are these guys? They're zombies. So they're making a movie with gangsters, zombies, and nurses. Sounds like my kind of movie, to be honest. That is some impressive makeup. Finally, props that are actually cut out for the job. Oh. What do we have here? Oh, it's an urban city scene. It's like a RoboCop or something. We have some rioters here. Riot police. Now that might have sounded like a speako right there. What said those are rioters when the riot police showed up. But that's actually the clever plot twist of this movie, is that the riot police were the true rioters all along. And that's why this movie won 50 Oscars. Because of the subversion of expectations.
Bye-bye.
Oh, we can destroy the cameras for money.
That's the problem with phones. No staying power. No staying power.
Oh no, it's the thugs again. It's the thugs. From that annoying level. Ah! That guy was missing his body. He had a transparent torso. What happened there? I wish I'd gotten a better look at him. So much money to get. Ah! How dare you, sir? Right then. Oh. Even more money. All the money. Where does the road go now? Get rid of these explosives before they get rid of us. That was it. Why did I remember dying in this room? I had one of those weird memory flashbacks again, where I distinctively remember dying in this room. Maybe there's another room like it further into the level. It's like... Because so far, every time I've remembered a level I was dying on a lot, it turns out I'm not dying on it at all. Crashes are a bigger threat than the enemies in this game. Oh, it's a zombie scene. The zombie graveyard. It's from the first Painkiller. Now, despite the reused assets and all that, this is actually kind of a cool callback. They made a movie set out of the first level of Painkiller 1.
That's the problem. No stay.
Ah, oh god, oh god! I got stuck. I got stuck. I got heckin' stuck. Quick save here, I reckon. I bet the screaming can go through the cardboard cutouts.
Juicy.
Let's see.
Kiss my
They immune even to the scream. We're out of screams.
Bye-bye.
Not immune to the knife, however. I always have to be very mindful of the exploding barrels, because sometimes the delayed explosions can get you in a pinch. You know, you think to yourself, oh, I'll just immediately run up to this and get my money, but nope. Sometimes it takes a couple seconds. If you walk into that, you're gonna be screwed. Right, what set do we have next? See, it's the rainy medieval castle. Dracula's castle, perhaps. Are we going to be fighting a Dracula? Yeah, there he is. It's Dracula himself. Everything drops money in this game, even the pallets. Hello? Is there a lone survivor somewhere? I bet this fucking water kills you as well. All the water in Painkiller does. Oh. Didn't see it happen. Why do people keep putting money in trash bins? Makes no bloody sense. Righto. It was a trick. This wasn't the way to go after all. It was a fake checkpoint. How cruel. There we go. God, maybe this is the one I remember dying on. Oh god. See, this guy's missing his pants. I legitimately do not know if this is a bug or not. I don't know if this is a bug or intentional, because Painkiller Overdose. Sausage. Sausage! Sausage, Drakaya. Hello, my name is Dracula. Oh, Chalk Goblins. What a masterpiece. Bravo, Szymanski. Oh my god, I just missed all of those rockets. Pretend like you didn't see that. Pretend like you looked away from the screen there for a second, and you didn't see me missing like 4 shots in a row. What's the problem with cardboard cutouts? You said you have to hit them from very specific angles and they keep turning around.
Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the moon.
Looks like they even have a speed attack. Gotta spin to win. Ah! I did not expect the wooden box to explode. Pardonnez-moi. Righto. But yeah, I am wondering when Butcher's Creek is going to come out, which is Szymanski's new game and last Unity game that he's ever going to make, apparently. And it's going to be like, I guess another mini-game that takes inspiration from Condemned. Excited for that one. I feel like Szymanski is probably the perfect person to make a Condemned-style indie game. Oh, it's The Shining. Look at that.
Unrest forever.
They make this dramatic setup with the boxes just being smashed, and then it's just a bunch of dudes. It wasn't even anything scary on the other side of those boxes. It was just dudes. I know I'm wasting ammo, I'm just trying to see like what actually works on these guys and what doesn't.
Next.
turns out you can't kill them by not hitting the weak spot, but I think it's like only explosions, really. Only explosions count. Where the heck are the enemies? Hello? Hello? Did someone get stuck? Oh, okay. Just the big climax. The burned men again. Remember this? It was the first level of Painkiller Overdose. What a callback!
Tastes like chicken.
That really makes me nostalgic for the good old days of Painkiller Overdose.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, it's even changing the images. It's changing the background image, and it's giving us, it's giving us a taste of all the levels we've been doing so far.
Tastes like chicken.
There he is. There's our buddy. Rebuttal! Oh boy. Got a lot of electric
Unrest forever.
Rebuttal! He's such a goofball.
I love the taste of evil souls in the blood.
Wait, what does Infernal keep saying? Yeah, 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 boy. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I think my coffee has gone cold. This is terrible. It calls for a refilling. Yeah, we're almost there, guys. 2 more levels and then the boss. Oh, and here we go. This is a level that is just straight up recycled, but it has a few differences. It's Looney Park again from Painkiller 1. That's what the end of level portal keeps saying. Yeah, boy, yeah, boy, yeah, 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 boy. I guess it does. Ah, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, A Painkiller quote. Ah, my ass hurts. That was back when I didn't have a good chair. So yeah, it makes sense. Now I have a comfy chair, so my ass no longer hurts, even if I stream for 8 hours. Anyway, time for Looney Park. So I remember in the original Painkiller, and I probably already brought this up while I was playing Hell and Damnation, but in the original Painkiller, you had the carnival ride at the end, where you're just like static, you're trapped, and there's a lot of hit scan, and it was very annoying.
Mom and Dad never took me
It's a
to
roller
the
coaster.
fair. Mom always preferred the torture chambers. Dad always preferred never to see me.
Oh, Belial. Oh, that got sad. Belial's dad went out for cigarettes, never came back. Poor Belial. Well, I guess his dad is Satan, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I don't think that this version of the level has the roller coaster at the end, but instead we get to go to a pirate ship that we didn't get to go to in the first game. It's a little bit different. But we still probably have the Clowny Boys. And the little girl's on fire. I think it's the same enemy types. Got it.
That's the problem with both no staying power.
Do I have ammo for bloody anything? I wonder if the little girls get a damage resist when they're, like, on fire.
Juicy.
Hi. Why does she turn on fire when she, like, touches her shoulder? She has an ignite button on her shoulder. Anyway, I need some ammo. We have some egg. Some more egg. That's death. Basically, just tons of egg. The developers really wanted me to use egg in this level. Does it still make you do the awkward jump over the death pit? Does it? So, this was also a bit of a problem in the original game. Basically, you need to bunny hump over this, I think. And it can be a bit awkward to get the angle right. It wasn't that awkward. Okay. I remember dying tons on that. Just constantly dying over and over on that fucking jump.
Kaboom!
Mostly because of the way the momentum works with the bunny hopping. If you don't have enough momentum when you get to like the final step on the stairs, you're just gonna fall into the pit. But I guess I'm just a master of video games now, so it's not an issue anymore. Oh. Horsies. Doesn't this look like a fun ride? You got rusty saw blades and horses. Alright, where are we going? Not here, apparently.
Is my half-angel axe.
There's the roller coaster. That's actually kind of a nice, it's a nice whatever this is called, the rotating thing. Because it's got a head on top of it. It's a clown head. But, you know, these are assets from the first game, so we can't attribute Overdose to that. Overdose does not deserve the credit. Because this is all the first game.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, so many poison guys, oh my god.
Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust.
She kind of looks a bit like Alma Wade, doesn't she? Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell when she's literally on fire, but... Why can't I not pick up the armor? I thought I could pick it up as long as I was under 100. Well, maybe not. Anyway, back out here for the second fight in this area.
Yeah, omelet, anyone?
I could go for an omelet.
Yeah. Kaboom!
Oh. Oh god, it's a whole kindergarten class coming.
I'm a regular Johnny Appleseed.
Let's give them some eggs. Everyone loves eggs. Right. Now where do you want us to go? We're going into the roller coaster area. But no ride for us this time. We're just walking on the tracks. And it's a teleporter.
That's the problem with Boogeyman's. No staying power.
Which takes us into a different area of the park, and I think all of this is original. I don't believe this was in the, this area was in the original level at all. Can't be arsed with all the benches. We don't need the money anyway. We're almost done with this. I don't even use the bloody tarot cards.
Yeah.
It's fine. Anyway, who's shooting at me? Hello? That's very rude. Oh, holy shit. What are you doing back here? Hello? It's a very moldy game with very moldy AI.
Kiss my half-angel ass.
It's almost like the enemies don't know how to path to me properly in this new area of the level. Maybe the Overdose developers just they created this new area, but they forgot to
I love the taste of evil souls.
give the enemies proper pathfinding in it. Yeah, look at these guys. They're just fucking stuck. They don't know what they're doing. Almost makes you feel sorry for them. I mean, can you imagine? Right? As if dying wasn't insulting enough. And your soul gets trapped in a Painkiller sequel. Now that is just insult to injury, isn't it? I think most people would rather just fade into the void at that point. It almost looked like that clown was powering up for a Dragon Ball Z attack or something, but no. It was just a really elaborate death animation. Ferris wheel. Yeah, more eggs. Why not? Oh, bloody poison. Oh, let me go to the next fight. Just to go into one of this fucking... Oh, I'm gonna waste this demon mode. Fuck. Yep. That was a complete bloody waste. Oh god. Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this level. I think this is actually kind of hard because you have hit scanners just sniping you from everywhere. We're gonna need that armor. Well, that was not an armor. This is an armor then.
Tastes like chicken.
With like cannoneers hitting me from all over the place.
Juicy.
Well, there's some health back here. You gotta remember that. Ow.
Juicy.
Don't have a lot of long-range ammo. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh, I walked up on deck just as everything was exploding and lost all my health.
Tastes like chicken.
At the front of all those barrels. Oh, might be fine though. We still have one more health flying around here. Give me that. Is that a 50 health? It's just a 20 health. But I guess it'll have to do. Set up an explosion from down here.
No staying power.
They knew what they did. That's why they put so much health in this part. They knew what they did.
Juicy.
Righto. We survived. For now. Oh boy. Oh! Holy fuck, that killed me fast. Jesus. Does it sound like DMC1 music? Another series I need to get around to playing. Oh, what? No, this ain't right at all. I wanted to load the quick save. Oh, Power was already here, Ketchup. He was just, probably fapping in the background. All these sexy clowns. You know, maybe Powerwolf is a Clussy fan, you never know. There are a lot of those these days. A lot of Clussy connoisseurs. Not that I want to make any assumptions about anyone's kinks, you know. But I mean, I don't judge. I could go for some Clussy myself. Maybe not the Painkiller variety of Clussy.
Kiss my half-angel ass.
There we go. That was the final fight. And there was in fact 2 pirate ships, not 1. So I was mistaken. Oh, look at that fucking massive treasure chest. I wonder if I can break that. Do I have anything that could reach it? Yeah, I don't think we can get explosive back there. Anywho, that was that level. Kind of short. Air combat. The penultimate level. Oh yeah, oh, I remember this one. This is actually kind of a cool one. I think this is, we're going back to like maybe a World War I setting now, or maybe World War II, but it's, we're on combat blimps in a war. That's not a setting you see very often. You're not into game journals. Fair enough. You know what they say, don't stick your dick in a game journal.
Okay, so somehow I'm supposed to go to that airship over there without my wings. Sure, and I'm gonna eat flowers and fart perfume.
Yeah. He's gonna eat flowers and fart perfume. Sure, Belial. It's the only thing I can think of whenever he opens his mouth. It's just, sure, Belial. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say, buddy. Belial sure is a character. You know, whenever you say that, Infernal, I can't help but think about the... I don't know if you've seen that. It was a viral video with the kid who says, "My longest yeah boy ever." That was probably a couple years ago by now. Ah! Oh god, we're being bombarded with shit. I do remember the enemies on this level being perhaps a bit annoying. Oh, that was an explosive crate. That was an explosive crate. I have some recollection of that. Can't tell who was here before you entered. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, so somehow I'm
oh no, now we have to
supposed
listen to
go
this
that
again.
airship over there without my wings. Sure, and I'm gonna eat flowers and fart perfume. Yeah.
Rukaya, would you sniff Belial's fart perfume? Would you have a whiff of that? They should have added that to the one-liners. You know, you already have a kiss my half-angel ass, and then you could have sniff my fart perfume. That would have been a good one-liner. Good as in by the standards of this game, guys. It's probably a quite big AoE explosion. Did he, wait, did he just... Oh, there was another one. There was another one. I actually thought he just started shooting after he was dead. I don't know why these little metal crates are exploding. Look at that. It's a full-on airship war out here. Kind of a cool level concept. It ain't half bad. What do we have? We have some stuff here. Didn't I have a fucking zoom key? Oh, it was middle mouse. Don't know how much that's gonna be used. Probably not a whole lot. I'm glued to the elevator.
Okay, so somehow I'm supposed to go to that airship.
What? You already said that.
My wings. Sure.
Belial, you already said this. Why is he repeating himself now? That's not even a one-liner. That's just like level-specific dialogue. Why did he say it again?
Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
There we go. Now he's back to his old self. Now he's back to his old self. Reminds me of Flyboy's DACA Squadron. Infernal should play that, since he is such a Warhammer fan. I haven't beaten it, but it was fun. Played quite a bit of it. It was also very clearly kind of like a low-budget indie. But the good kind, I would say, of low-budget indie. A bit on GOG, very nice. Very nice.
Another one bites the dust. Unrest forever.
Doing a bit of an experiment here. Okay. Experiment over. It looks like the poison from the secondary doesn't actually kill them. It just slows them down. Temporarily. Oh, yeah, this level is pain. You take so much fucking damage. You take so much damage from all this impossible to avoid shit. Just massive explosion AoEs. Wow. We done? Now we're done. We are done. Obviously, it's not entirely impossible to avoid, just gotta keep moving. And not be too close to them when there's a bunch of them around. Hangar 2. It's a good thing that we get a health refill with every checkpoint. Doesn't... Maybe Infernal remembers this. Does, like, the hardest difficulty mode on Painkiller just remove the health refill at checkpoints? God, that really feels like it would be impossible. Because your only source of health then would be souls, as there are no medcats? Why can't I say medkits? I already have several quotes where I just failed to say the word medkit. Why is it such a hard word?
That's the problem.
Oh boy, oh boy.
No stain.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, I cannot stay still here. Very hazardous. Hazardous environments lab.
First death is free. Next one, discount.
There we go. But yeah, that would be fucking brutal. I'm not sure if I even would want to try the good one, as in Painkiller Black, on the absolutely highest difficulty. Well, no, there are still health pickups. There are the static health pickups that appear in some levels that give you an extra 50. And, you know, this game has a lot of just poison cloud bullshit and annoying stuff like that, but I feel like, you know, Painkiller 1 was generally just better balanced overall. It did have some hit scan, though. So it would probably have a couple of really tough levels, but I think it would be doable overall. You also have the quick saves, of course. But yeah, I think some of the bosses in Painkiller 1 have some... They have some attacks that are kind of like... Yeah, like the Necro Giant, for example. I know he has a tornado that follows you. And I think it, like, the tornado moves faster than you can run. So there are definitely some sections in which avoiding damage would be very tricky. But that's also what you have the tarot cards for. Because the Loki fight, the Loki boss fight, which is the big guy in the tower. I think he was called Loki. That section has some mandatory damage whenever you start at the top of a tower and then the floors start collapsing and you take damage when you fall. And so it's always been a thing where like you have tarot cards that reduce your damage by half and you have to like use it at an exact point in that fight in order to be able to survive it, so that you take half damage from the falls. Yeah. Could be a bit annoying to do on the hardest difficulty. I haven't tried it myself. I think the highest I've gone on Painkiller 1 is just like the hard difficulty.
Is my shiny happy?
Another question is, should I pick up this health now, or is it going to close the door behind me? It might close the door behind me. It did close the door behind me. Have some sausages. Delicious. No! I didn't want to activate this yet. Let's hurry on to the next room. It's not even fucking open yet. Why is the room not open? Oh, now it's open. Another wasted demon mode. Wonderful. Complete waste. Not, this room would have been a particularly good use of it either. I always want to save those for the next big fight. But alas, no such luck. Did we just go in a big circle? Aren't we back where we started now? We are as well. Are we going in another circle now? What the fuck? Wait, why is it opening this again? Oh no, I guess we're taking the plane. Yeah, that is true. You get less control of the demon mode with this tarot card on. Can't say for sure. I think it does. We're on a plane. Wowie. Belial is not very good at driving planes. A bit close there, buddy. Also, the plane is barely making any sound.
Never again, never again, never again.
Oh. Does he have a fear of flying now? Poor Belial. He got traumatized. Oh yeah. These enemies are fucking crazy, look at that. They have airplane rotors that they use to, like, just bum rush you. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. You know what, guys? I'm a regular Johnny Appleseed. It's gotta be said. Probably save after this bit.
Never again, never again, never again.
Ah! Oh god.
Juicy.
hearts left. Oh.
Kiss my shiny half-demon butt.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, do we have a choice? No, we don't. Well, what's this way then? I think they both lead to the same place. Ah! It's a hind deep. Oh god. Knife! Knife, please!
Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
He loves the taste of evil souls in the morning. You know, it's weird. Belial is such a shit character, but there's something oddly endearing about him. Am I the only one who gets that impression? Like, his one-liners suck, his dialogue sucks in general. His voice acting is pretty decent, but... like, there's still something, like, kind of likable about him? It's weird.
Yummy. I love the taste of evil souls in the morning.
You sure do, Belial. You sure do. Color boys are back in town. What kind of flying machine is this? I don't think I've ever seen a mini blimp before. This must be an historical thing, right? I didn't know they made them this small. Like a blimp for 2 people. Interesting. I sadly don't know much about blimp history. But this game is making me want to learn more about it. See, Painkiller Overdose is an educational game.
Next!
Especially that, World War I level. It's making me want to learn all about the World War I veterans who had, you know, who had chain guns attached to their wheelchairs. Oh boy. This looks like a hairy room. Not the good kind of hair, but the bad kind of hair.
Unrest forever.
Oh boy, they picked 2 of these. No! Ah, these propeller guys are annoying. Even the slowdown poison doesn't actually slow them down. Well, at least we have a demon mode coming up for this part. We just need a soul to drop. Yeah, boy. Finished the level in maximum 15 minutes. We took 18 minutes. Wow, wait. Here we go. Oh, final boss time, guys. Goodness me. Right. You ready for the epic conclusion to this game? I have memories of being stuck on this one for a long time. Let's see if I can figure it out.
Samael. Let's see you turn your back on me now.
Alright. So we have some health around. Ah, there's a puff of gray dust coming towards me. Overdose! They're a good old buddy! Good thing these guys don't do much, isn't it? Other than stand around and be angry.
Unrest forever.
Fucking hell.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, what a bunch of goofballs. Okay, this guy is actually an original enemy. He's not doing a whole lot. So I think now he's got... Ow. Some kind of invulnerability going on. Is it just a timed thing? I'm not sure what it is. Okay. That was it? Why do I remember being stuck on that for half an hour? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's really weird. He just has like an invulnerability phase, but I'm not sure what triggers it. Is it? I guess it's just timed. He just has, you know, a set amount of time where he's invulnerable, and then he doesn't even do a lot of damage. Fucking enemies on the last level who were throwing explosives did tons more damage than the final boss did. Oh, what the fuck? That boss fight sucked! It was horrible! At least we got to meet our friend again. Good old Ribano! I love that guy. Fine intervention. All cards can be placed for free, and that completely turns all the money collecting we did pointless. There we have it.
I know that I cannot kill you in this plane, you pale bastard. But that is not my intention. There are still a few tricks this broken blade can do. This wound will never heal, and we'll have matching haircuts. I should be satisfied. But things feel wrong. Someone out there helped me escape my prison, and I sense his need. No rest for the weary, it seems. Now where is he?
And the person he was talking about there was Daniel from Painkiller 1. This was supposed to be a... I guess this was supposed to be an epic teaser for Daniel and Belial joining forces. Which does actually happen in one of the games, it's just not... It's just not done in a good way. There we have it. That was Painkiller Overdose. What a ride it was. So, how did it hold up? It held up pretty good. I always remember liking this game, even though it got absolutely panned on release for being worse than Painkiller 1. I had a soft spot for it. I felt like there was an attempt here. They tried something, and the team had some creativity. You know, you had brand new weapons, a new protagonist, and new original levels that had some crazy creativity and some, you know, some fun over-the-top weird stuff in it, which is exactly what, you know, Painkiller is. It's good. It fit the tone of the series. And I still like it. I still like it. It does have a couple of sleeper levels, as in levels that aren't as good as the others, of course. But overall, I think it's a decent sequel compared to what came later. Yeah. Like the... So, there were a couple of issues with the new weapons. I like the new shotgun. it still functions the same as the old shotgun. So does the Painkiller, technically. Uh, One notable downgrade, I would say, is the original game had a minigun slash rocket launcher, and the rocket launcher was actually good on that. And in this one, like I said, the rockets have an incredibly narrow spread. Like, you fire 5 rockets at once, but they all travel in like a straight line. So it's not really good for groups of enemies, unlike the rocket launcher in the first one. So that was a bit of a downgrade. And obviously the crossbow thing cannot compare to the stake gun. And it also did not shoot shurikens and lightning. And in the words of Yahtzee, it shoots shurikens and lightning. It could only be more awesome if it had tits and was on fire. You just can't beat the original stake gun. So the game felt lacking without it, I would say. The crossbow was not a particularly good... I mean, it's precise, and it does a lot of damage. So it's good for that, for being sort of like a sniper kind of weapon. And I guess the alt fire was okay as well with the exploding balls. They kind of go all over the place, and it's a bit hard to aim them sometimes at groups, but and sometimes it seems like they don't do a whole lot of damage as well. Like, you can have several enemies in a group survive a barrage of those explosive balls. And then you have the eggs, which kind of work like remotely detonated grenades. They're okay, I guess. I mean, when you toss them, they travel quite far. Uh, the sludge gun, I wasn't too big of a fan of. It was just kind of okay. And the alt fire was particularly useful. It slowed enemies down a little bit, but I don't know. Didn't use that too much. So I still prefer the weapon selection in the original Painkiller. But these weapons were fine. They look nice. They have nice designs. And Belial, like I mentioned there, his one-liners suck, and he just repeats them over and over again to the point where it turns into a kind of a joke. But still, there's something oddly endearing about him. And I kind of like his design as well. Also, big downgrade on the storytelling. We didn't have 3D cutscenes anymore. We just got this like storybook kind of thing. Because they didn't have too much of a budget. But you're not playing Painkiller for the story. Who the fuck plays Painkiller for the story? It doesn't matter that much. The levels mostly look nice. They have that classic sort of Painkiller level design of, it's mostly just going from arena to arena with a little bit of secret hunting in between. But some of the levels were quite visually spectacular. Had some cool set pieces and stuff like that, and some memorable moments. You had a lot of... It does deduct a couple points because of all the reuse assets and stuff like that, but it also had a fair amount of original assets, which is nice. And then you had some levels, like the medieval village level there at the end that felt just kind of very, very bland and boring. Not too exciting. And also, there were definitely a couple of parts where they used enemy types that made absolutely no sense for the level they were in, the level theme. Yeah. Overall, mixed bag. I like most of the levels. Like the Egypt level, for example. Let's take a look at some of these. Let's review these levels. Cataclysm, it's like Mount Vesuvius exploding in ancient Rome or something. It's cool. It's got, it's a good introduction to the game. I like the burning enemies and all that, the burned, charred corpses that run towards you. Pretty cool enemies. Japanese massacre, a bit culturally insensitive, you could say, even for me. But it's one of those like weird. It almost feels like a parody, like in a Shadow Warrior kind of way, where it's crazy, it's over the top. You have the Japanese geisha enemies and all that, and it's silly fun. And then you have desert, beautiful level with the with the desert. Desert levels are always nice. That one also had some good music. Asteroids, that was just like weird. Suddenly we were in space. So it's just, there is no tonal consistency going on here. It's just boom, boom, boom. Now you're in a different historical setting. Now you're in fucking space. But, you know, it fits with the craziness of the game, I feel. Then we have Dead Marsh. Dead Marsh was alright. Definitely not among my favorites. This is where it starts going down a little bit. The tentacles were not as annoying as I remembered, but it still wasn't like... It looked okay. And then we had the boss. Were you here for this, Infernal? Did you see how pathetic this boss is? So this was one of the... in the first level, you had the... sort of the creatures that were on fire and they were rolling on barrels. And they just took one of those and scaled it up 10 times. That's my favorite fucking boss mechanic, isn't it? My favorite boss trope is when they take a normal enemy and they scale it up and give it a big health bar. Yeah. Oh, no, this is the first boss, Infernal, not the final boss. The first boss of Chapter 1. But yeah, he was a bloody joke as well. It was just a normal enemy scaled up. And he shot things at you, and you had to attack the highlighted parts of his body, and he died in like 4 hits. Absolutely pathetic. Terrible boss fight. And then we went on to Chapter 2, we had the Riot level. Riot level was okay. No further comment on that. It was a bit annoying because this is when they started putting a lot of enemy types in that had ranged poison attacks and poison clouds and stuff like that. And you had this one enemy type that was... They were basically hooligans, teenagers in hoodies. And they were surprisingly sturdy for teenagers in hoodies. They took several, like, shotgun blasts up close to die. They were a bit tanky. Nuclear Plaid. That is a level concept that I feel the first game did better. It just felt like a lesser version of the same level from the first game. Animal Farm was fun. We started out with the evil chicken houses, and then we went to the McDonald's restaurant. That one was good. Field Ambulance, that was a weird one. World War I. The trenches of World War I. With, like, veterans in wheelchairs with miniguns and stuff like that, and soldiers. Certainly a unique one. And then we had Ragnarok. Oh yeah, this chapter didn't even have a boss. This is where the crashing started for us, unfortunately. So I was a bit annoyed when I was playing through this, but, Viking-themed level. It was neat. Pretty neat. Pretty creative. And then we had this chapter. Haunted Valley, the Dark Souls level, that was nice. Village of the Damned was not so nice, a very boring level. Studios was a fun level. Movie studio, of course. Looney Park. That was just a re-3. I don't even know why this needed to be in the game, honestly. It was literally just taking the same level from the first game and putting it in, but they decided to do, like, the second half of the level in an original area? I don't know. It was kind of weird. It felt like they were running out of ideas at this point. And air combat, also quite a unique one. But kind of annoying because of the enemies. And the final boss was a fucking joke. So there you go, that's my review of the levels. But I like the creativity. That is the main thing I can say about this. The music was different. You didn't have the metal soundtrack from Painkiller 1 anymore. It was a different composer who... Some of the tracks were good. A few of the levels had good music, but a lot of it was very generic. It felt like watching a 90s sort of action thriller TV show for teens. Like that kind of music. I'm trying to think of an example here. Like maybe Dark Angel or something like that. Like like the soundtrack that you would hear on an episode of Dark Angel during a fight scene. Just Jessica Alba in her tight leather pants just kicking monster dudes. And then you would have like generic action soundtrack in the background. A lot of it felt like that. It wasn't super memorable overall. A couple of good tracks, but mostly just forgettable. I think the game would have benefited with a more metal kind of soundtrack like the first game. But still wasn't bad. So yeah. I don't know what I would rate this game. What did I rate Painkiller 1? I love Painkiller 1, but I don't remember exactly what kind of rating I gave it. Probably like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 at the very least. So it is like one of my favorite old school FPSs. I'm just checking my backloggery. Oh, I gave it 5 stars, so it must have been like a 9. Yeah, Painkiller Black Edition. And Painkiller Overdose has 4 stars. So yeah, I like it. I think it's good. It has some issues. I'd probably give it the strong end of like a 6.5 out of 10, I think. Maybe a 6. Yeah, because of the technical issues. So it still has a couple of bugs, and it has a couple of sections where the enemy pathfinding AI seems weird and they don't really know what to do. They get stuck, which we're going to see a lot more of in the later titles. And of course, Painkiller engine weirdness, which I don't know if that can be attributed to just the engine itself or if it's playing on Windows 10 that's doing it. But yeah, a bit annoying when you get crashes. I even got crashes when trying to place tarot cards. So I feel like there's definitely some unresolved technical issues just with the game itself, not necessarily just something on my end. So yeah, a solid 6 out of 10. Could probably be a bit higher if it got its technical issues sorted out. But yeah, there you have it. That was Painkiller Overdose. And that was the fun part of Painkiller March. Now we're moving over to the very, very unfun parts. So next up, I've already installed this. We're going to have Painkiller Resurrection. I already played this back in 2018. And I did not have a good time with it. And you're going to see why.